Hey, Ward, you know what I mean? Is my name is Lemon. Sit back for another edition of the Campus series. Thank you very much for anyone who's been subscribing to the channel. I'm growing it with Lemon City Radio. And today I have another guest on this episode that we shall be reviewing most of the matters that almost everyone want to hear about. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up and let me welcome the one and name TJ. It's not his first time on this channel. I'm sure you've seen his face before now. We're back with another story. TJ, welcome.
Thank you for hosting me once again.
Yeah, man, how's it been going?
Not bad. We're pushing on.
Okay, that's good. I know I can see you're living well. So, today's edition, we are dedicating it actually to so much of the political arena. We are having so much in this country at the moment that most of the youth, I can say those who have gone through the universities and they are fresh out of the universities, and those who have been there a little bit like 2 years before, still coming out to vie or they eye these big political positions in the country. Specifically, we are going to dwell at an institution as Makerere University because we have seen actually most of the candidates from there eye these various political positions. First things first, in your own take, like the general picture, how is it for you?
Thank you so much, Lemon. How is it? It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Because we are talking about Makerere University. Makerere University, apart from going through Makerere University for education, it gives you a platform. Because Makerere University is a breeding place of opportunities, a breeding place that introduces you to the world, yeah, being a first-class university, yeah, and we have had scenarios where they say Makerere chooses you,
Yeah.
don't choose Makerere. So it gives you a lot, it gives you a full package to become what you're supposed to be, and also to give you a platform to nurture you as a future leader in the communities where you are and where you should be.
Now let's break it down a little bit. We have had at the moment we have very many can say youth vying not only for Makerere University as a country as Uganda. We are having like I can say more than 70% of the youth who are under 30. And most of these are so much into politics. Let me talk about whether it's the opposition, whether it's the ruling government. Where does it take us the country? Do we believe that actually the youth, who are, I can say, the majority in the country right now, do they have that power in their hands to actually change the governance they feel like is coming for them?
Yeah, when you talk about the youth in governance, in fact, ever since NOP came into existence, the situation how they see youth in leadership has changed. Because youth was NOP was so much bent into giving the youth opportunities to make their own political decisions, and also giving the youth an opportunity to do a contribution to this country. So NOP has opened the doors for these political parties, because now when you look at NRM, most youth have, in the recent concluded, nominations and what, youth have come in with vigor to take up these positions. So I'm very, very happy to see the youth coming up to take up these political positions, kicking out the old guards and taking up those positions, because there are positions we knew that those old guards owned as them. But now the youth have penetrated them, and it has also opened their eyes that, it is time. The sun is setting. It is time for us to hand over and let the youth do their part.
Okay, talking about these youth who want politics, should we break them down individually one by one, or we generalize the entire catalog?
These youth are unique, and when you look at Makerere, ever since we joined in our year, those who were guild presidents, those who were GRCs, yeah, they have come up to take these positions. We can start with Maseruka Robert, who was our guild president in our year, and who came from journalism, our class, a very
real journalist.
Yeah, is a very ambitious young man, and we have seen him take up Mukono South as member of parliament, and he has changed the landscape of that constituency, because he has good mobilization skills. He's an orator. He can speak.
Yeah.
And
someone I know that doesn't need a microphone.
Exactly. You can speak with or without a microphone. And he has very good principles and which he stands for. And I think that is seen from his past guild president when he was a guild president, and that inspired him, said to not to lose the candle and keep it lighting to his cultures where he comes from. And I think he really needs to serve his people. And as well, Mackay gave him a good platform, yeah. When he went to Noop and he became an asset in Noop, and we have been seeing him in the Noop events where he speaks, and they believe in him, and he speaks with vigor.
If I'm not mistaken, was he appointed as the is it General Secretary for Mukono?
General Secretary, then he went into the Noop political classes. He graduated from there recently. So he's an ambitious young man. And I think if people in Mukono believe and find it fit to give him an opportunity, I think he's fit to lead his people in parliament, given his experience. We look at Hussein Ibra.
A moment. We are still on Masoroka Robert. Some people feel like has rushed into this. They feel like carrying the entire Mukono South on his shoulders. It feels like maybe he needed more time. What do you think about?
Rush is a subjective statement, because the right time is now. There's nothing you wait for the right time, because you cannot trust the future, however pleasant it looks. So there's nothing like rushing. The right time is now. Yeah. So there is no right time.
He feels he's on the right track.
He's on the right track because he feels it's the right time. He feels he's the right person. Then go for it.
Yeah. Okay. Another thing about still the same candidate, Masoroka Robert. I'm wondering, has NUP already given the party tickets to the member of parliament, those that are coming in?
That I need to find out. But the last time I read was like the opponent agreed that he should be the flag bearer. And the Noop structures has given them opportunities to discuss if they can, who has the potential to take up the baton. So I think the last time I heard he was a single opponent there, but I think
he deserves the ticket.
He deserves a chance. As a youth who has come up in a very courageous manner to show that kind of potential, he deserves a chance. Unless otherwise, but I think he really deserves a chance. And
okay, but we are behind you. We are behind you, man. We wish you all the best, and we want to see you win. And so we're talking about, Masoroka Robert went up to the NUP, and he's still so much conversant with his party. If anyone can recall back when he was actually contesting to be the guild president of Makerere University, he lost the NUP flag bearing primaries, but he came out an independent, and after winning, he still stuck with his own party. Sometimes these youth always want to attach themselves to this party so that they can get the card, they can get the voting and stuff. But the loyalty exempted by Masoroka, I think, won many people's hearts.
Because at the end of the day, it was not about the party. It was about his vision. Yeah, the party should not deny an opportunity to achieve what you want to achieve. So much as you feel affiliated to the party, by the end of the day, your vision is not based on the party. Your vision you want to achieve, you should go on and achieve it. If the party has made you an opportunity, it's not a life sentence. Yeah? You feel, at times even these primaries are not fair. We have seen what happened for the youth in NRM youth elections, not even youth elections, even the NRM primaries, how ugly they looked. So at times the party is not fair because nowadays, politics is so much commercialized that who has the money, not who has the ideas. So it's good he stuck with the ideas, and indeed people believed in him, and that shows that at times the party is not right.
Yeah, the party shouldn't actually dictate on what you feel like it can become. Yeah. So we're going to break another down candidate. Hussein Ibra was on this exact channel sometime back. He really stated why he's vying for the position he wants, and his ambitions and the goals to actually develop his locality where he's going to be studying. What's your take about actually these people I'm talking about? You have been close to most of them, and I wouldn't say a word or maybe disagree with any point you make coming from your own perspective, very close to these persons. How is Hussein Ibra?
Hussein Ibra is a good leader, and he's a good lobbyist, if that is the right word I should use. We remember when Hussein Ibra stood for guild president and he lost to Dangote, and he still chose to work with him. That shows leadership maturity. Yeah? You're in NRM and you decide to work with a new president, guild president. That shows that he was mature beyond political levels. Yeah. He believed in the vision. He accepted that, yes, I was defeated, but I can still work with my opponent.
Not
Yeah.
being the
Yes. So that shows that his vision for Makerere was to work for Makerere. And indeed, Dangote appointed him a Minister of Finance, and he did very well.
Yeah.
And I think that was the shortest government for 6 months, he recorded. Yeah. Remember there were chaotic elections and we lost a student. But within the 6 months, they achieved a lot more than I think they would have achieved in 1 year. So that shows how hardworking he is. He's a good mobilizer. And he's a person who can change who you are, And you can see that politics is really an interesting game, because he served under a Noop Guild president, and now the Noop Guild president is an NRM flag bearer in Arua.
Yeah. So I asked him the question.
Yeah.
I remember asking him, I was like,
Exactly.
I hadn't gotten time to speak with him. When I spoke to him, I was like, why is it like that? It was like, I was like, the man saw the light.
Yeah, he saw the light, and being a good lobbyist, he can even lobby opponents for his party. So he's a very good person. One is he loves what he's doing. Secondly, he's a reliable man. He delivers. And thirdly, I've not been so close to him, but at least I've been someone who knows him from a distance. We talk sometimes when we need, and he's a person who loves his party. I think he's in NRM.
Yeah.
And I don't remember the time he slept without hosting NRM. And he's also a leader in the national, this party for Muhozi.
Yeah. What's its name?
Yeah. And he's a very Muhozi person. I think his blood is NRM. He bleeds Muhozi yellow. He believes in patriotism. He believes in love of this country. And I think he makes a good leader. He makes a good leader who doesn't discriminate people depending on which party you come from. I think he makes a good leader, and the fact that he's starting for the youth MP from the East.
I think he deserves it.
He deserves it. Four people deserve it.
Yeah.
Because of the love of the country, the love to serve his people. And he loves Busoga so much.
One thing I liked about Hussein Mani, he doesn't speak when he he does not speak unless he has to.
Yeah, unless he has to, and unless he attaches a reason to speak.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's a quiet person, but when it comes to patriotism, love of his country, and the serve his people, he's a very vigorous person, and he does it with passion. And I think he deserves a chance to really bring to light his leadership qualities and serve his people, and also be an example to the youth that, the president, he said that you can even work for the good of people. I think that it's not something which is common for the people. Yeah. You see, I've had some scenarios where Noop tells its leaders not to work with NRM leaders, but at the end of the day, at times you need to work with your leader.
That means
you need to work with everyone. You don't have to say this is NRM or what. But the fact that he chose to work with a new president, to serve Makerere University by then, and also change a new president into NRM for better office, it has better.
Man, shout out to Hussein Ibra, man. You really deserve this. Your win will be a win for all of us, for the entire country, for the entire region you're representing, for all those that know you, because this is not all about us, yeah? So we're now heading into let's talk about briefly about Dangote. He won the primaries, right?
Dangote is a funny person who has mastered the political game, and he's an orator, first of all.
Yeah.
He speaks and people will listen, and he has a way of attracting the attention of people. Dangote at first he stood as an independent. Arua is a very different political terrain, and there have to be ways to play into the land of Arua's, because Arua is NRM. Any other language, they will never understand it.
Yeah.
So I think having Ibra as a friend, at first his posters were showing he's an independent. So he had already divorced from Loop. But his poster had red colors, so the divorce was not clear.
Yeah, he was still in between.
Yes, so he was still trying to see, should I be Noop, should I be... But he made a very wise step when he joined NRM.
Like it was the one.
Yes, and he beat the incumbent in Arua, who had been there for years.
Exactly.
Yeah, in the NRM primary.
People lying down these leaves as if they were Jesus Nazareth, man.
And given the fact that he was a former seminarian, he has how he handles things, and he calculates his moves with a high sense of wisdom. And indeed, people in Arua believed in him. They believe in him, and I think, in fact, it's 70% there. It's only that they're waiting for the general elections to approve him, but we don't deny he's a good leader.
Yeah,
it is the generation of Ibra's, the generation of...
if I remember, the time he was coming for the good president, actually didn't think he would be. The people told him to be.
Yes,
that's the thing that I like.
He stood for JRC of Nkuruma.
Was it Nkuruma Sibiwa?
Not in Sibiwa, sorry. He stood for JRC of Sibiwa. How we changed to be president.
It was the people that like, Dangote, we want you.
Yeah, we want them.
Like, that was very nice.
He came and spoke good English with a sense of responsibility, and the university believed in him and gave him a chance. And I think his term was the shortest bill count.
Yes.
But he delivered. He delivered what he could.
His cabinet
and
was awesome.
His cabinet was really awesome, and he did his best. I think he's one of the guild president who has a reason to be remembered.
Yeah, sure. He does. Shout out Dangote. We also wish you the best. Good of luck. Now, Mr. O also changed the party.
Odwe. Yeah. Odwe.
I think Odwe was first DP. I'm not so sure, but I remember I used to sing with these guys of UYD. And then when he was contesting to be the guild president, he came with the blue color. That's FDC. All right.
Although he's a very cunning individual, but Cielo, one of the things you appreciate about him is a good mobilizer.
Very good one.
I think Robert won him by less than 10 votes.
Yeah, no, less than 10.
If I do remember well, less than 10. But he's a very good mobilizer. He won. In fact, Robert won him by 4 votes. 4 votes. Woof! It was so much contested, a heated, race.
Yeah, sure.
But you cannot deny that Odwe Oremo is a very good mobilizer, very good mobilizing skills, and he has one part of his life that he attracts people to his side, and those who got him stay. So he's standing for MP Youth North.
Yeah,
and he's a very interesting figure, though at times he's unpredictable. Because how he moved from UID to FDC
now to Yellow.
Now he's Yellow.
His move.
Yeah, moves too free. He's a very wise man. He looks where there is an opportunity. He doesn't serve where there is no opportunity. So he tells where there is an opportunity and he'll go for that opportunity. And I think he's a very good mobilizer. He's a very good leader. Yeah. We see him from how he makes his speeches. And he's always very smart in his suit.
Yeah.
You rarely find Odwe dressed like otherwise, but he's a very smart girl. Do calculated moves.
Yeah.
And I think it's someone who this life should give a chance. This government should give a chance. There's no doubt Odwe makes a good leader.
Okay. Now, actually, we've been talking about all these candidates, and they 4 in number right now. They all come from Makerere University.
Yeah.
However much we have all them other youth from other different universities and institutions of
We still have people from Makerere. We have the Kirisa Gold.
Yeah, Kirisa Gold.
The first time I went to talk about a woman, you remember she was a JRC.
Yeah.
She was a JRC, then she was a vice president UNSA.
Yeah.
And now she's National Youth Females.
Female
MP.
Yeah.
Yeah. She also, her history speaks for herself that she fights for the rest of women. And that has been her selling point, that women deserve a chance. And she has not only spoken about it, but she has walked the journey. So there's no doubt Ikiriza Gold, now they are calling it the golden era.
Oof.
She brings an era that...
And she's yellow too.
Yeah, she's yellow. Gold is yellow too. So... she wants to disrupt the status quo that, the youth and the girls deserve a chance in this leadership. And there is so much she can offer. She has been in the UNSA, she has been in the biggest university in the land. She has fought for the, and it's unfortunate we no longer have Mutes in politics. I think Mutes mentored her. Yeah, her did. I think she's
actually the both PRCs owns the same thing.
Because Mutes was also in UNSA. I think she replaced Mutes. So it's unfortunate we no longer have Mutes, but I think she's the real replacement of her in the politics arena. So she also deserved the chance as, to defend the girls, to defend the women, fight for their rights and what she has always believed in.
Now let's bring it back the entire picture, the general thing, the catalog of all these contesting. Shout out to Katerega Julius, our former good president. Nambasa Shamim, wish you the best of luck. And now bringing it back to the general, all these youth that we are looking at in these politics, what exactly is their main objective? Do we feel like they're actually coming to lead the people, or they're actually having their own interest at heart? Do they have the interest of the people at heart?
You see, politics.
Somehow, I was reading some news last time, and there was an opinion journalist who had written, I was saying like, maybe the youth are taking it as an advantage. Maybe the unemployment has been rampant in the country, and maybe nothing else to do, and they are doing this to come into these positions, maybe to see how they can benefit themselves.
You see, politics is a double-sided sword, because there are those who come in the name of serving people, but initially they want to serve themselves. But where I want to differ from that is these were leaders who we saw.
Yeah.
At least they have had a background of leadership. At least what inspires them to go to the national level is because they delivered where they served. When you look at the track record of each, they delivered where they served. So I want to think and to believe that they are coming and people are the heart of what they want to achieve. What they want to achieve, they don't want to achieve as an individual, but they want to achieve as the communities which they serve. And I pray they bring a new sense of leadership in this country, where leadership is about serving people.
Exactly.
And I pray they stick to those principles, because this country has suffered with leadership.
I love.
Where, as you can see, because the reason why I'm saying these people should be given an opportunity is, you can see how politics has been commercialized. I don't think of all the people I've talked about, anyone can afford 5 billion to buy votes.
Actually, this very afternoon I was having a laugh with someone about the concluded, was it SEC primaries? Honorable Kadaga and I was like, the moment I was like, now you fachi.
The thing is, because politics, gives you a platform, because this country suffers a disease of corruption. Yeah, it gives you a platform to misuse public resources. It gives you a platform to abuse offices, and these things are things we read. And one thing I can tell you is a new breed of leaders is coming, and we pray that these new breeds of leaders do not get infected with the old problems we have.
You need us pray.
Pray the leadership that gives solution, leadership that brings change, and leadership that inspires, and leadership that brings opportunities for other leaders, not leadership which comes to stay as if it is an inheritance.
Yeah, true.
I'm not trying to portray anything, but I'm saying the leadership should groom other leaders, so that there is a transition, that when this breed of leaders is gone, there is another breed, and people should be given an opportunity. So we also pray that it's not about them, it's not also about the people who vote them. Let people vote ideas, let people vote service, but not let people vote who gives them what to eat, because they'll give you soap, you shower, you wash, it is gone, but that will be the end. But when you give leaders who will think about you, lobby for you, talk for you, that is what makes sense, that's what makes a difference, and I believe these leaders come with that cocktail of service.
All right. So as we are concluding this, I have another question. Does actually a party someone belongs to or someone who is contesting for a certain position, maybe in a different area or this, does it actually add much value to how he or she is going to win the election?
Yeah, definitely yes, because that's why people are injecting a lot of money. That's why it is a do or die game, because there are some areas when you're a flag bearer of NRM, you are 80% there. There are some areas where you're a noob candidate, especially here in Kampala region, central region. You're a noob candidate. We have 70-60% chance unless elections are rigged or militarized in any case, but the party you belong is like a blessing from a father that we have blessed you, go and serve your people. So the party matters a lot. That's why people are dying to get those cards. If the party didn't matter, then these primaries would not make sense. So the party matters a lot, especially who you are affiliated to. And it gives you a sense of belonging, first of all, where you belong. Yeah. So there are areas, no, it depends. When you're a brand as a person, you can come an independent, you will win. Yeah. Because your constituency believes in you, and they say you are the only person who can deliver their needs, you know. So there are those who are like, but also those who win as independent. They are isolated cases. Those are rare cases. So the party you belong in matters a lot in the decision making of constituency, also depending on where the constituencies belong. It's like standing in Chiruhura and you are noob. They have no chance.
They don't know you, man. They don't know you for sure. So, as we are getting to the last minute of this bit, yeah, I'd just like to thank people who are consistently with us watching this series we are putting out, and we shall not let you down. A lot of work we are putting in to make sure that everything becomes so very normal and clear to you. So, Mr. TJ, as we are concluding this, give your generalization point about all this. We are talking about the youth of a cadet. We are talking about the people we are used to, the people we know, and the people we feel like can represent what actually really affects us as the fellow youth. Your general point about all of them, maybe what you feel like you can tell them, maybe they can do not be infected by and maybe on how best they can lead the people they are trying to represent in respective areas.
What I can tell you, this election year is different. This is, I think, one of the rarest time where we have seen the youth have come in the face of the leadership of this country.
And even they want to be presidents,
man. And even the presidential race, the youth are so many. Women have come up, yeah? I think that is a topic for another day. But this is the first time the youth have come out to the face of leadership of this country. And this is communicating a lot to the old guards that, time is up to give us an opportunity.
Yeah.
But however, I call upon all those who will go through, God will bless to go through, that when you come into leadership, bring leadership with a difference. Because this country has a leadership deficiency. Leadership is known for all the wrong reasons. Come up with different ideas, and you're fresh leaders, and we believe that you come with different ideas, you come with different solutions, workable solutions to this country to make it a better place. So we believe that the crop of leaders who are coming up, they are leaders this country deserves, and we call upon the people, the constituencies, ask the voters.
Hey, it's upon the youth, man. They don't have money.
They vote the youth, they don't have the billion of money.
Yeah.
They are coming up to give solutions to the leadership problems we have. Give them a chance, support them, listen to them, correct them, and support them to achieve the dream, to serve you better and to serve this government.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we conclude this episode saying, man, we really thank you more than enough. Don't forget to subscribe and like and ring the bell, yeah, so that anything that be dropping, you'll be the first one to be notified. My name is Lemon Sit, and we say we love you so much. See you in another episode. Peace out.